Hello everyone, in this video I want to discuss about creatine. And some creatine contain cyanide, and I heard so many people after taking the creatine they get diarrhea, they get headache. They shouldn't get this kind of side effect from the pure creatine. So in this video I'm going to discuss about that. As usual, I'm leaving my Telegram channel and email address in the description. My Telegram channel is free. You can join and get all the free information there. However, if your question worth spending money on, then you can ask it through the email. If I cannot respond to any question because all of your question mostly it needs some specific information that require time and basically effort for me to deliver. Therefore, for that I have to charge you for this. So use the email if your question worth spending money. So let's get back to the story of the creatine. First of all, you know creatine is very important for the muscle growth and basically for bodybuilding. I already explained it has strong anti-cancer activity in the previous video. You can watch that. I leave the link in the description. However, main usage of the creatine is for bodybuilder, and the reason for that is one, ATP production enhancement within the muscle cell. So if your muscle produce more ATP, therefore, because it has a direct effect on the beneficial effect of the mitochondria, it enhances the mitochondria ATP production. So that give you extra leverage for doing exercise. So harder you can push, basically better result you can get. Of course, not in long term. The harder you can push, the more you can perform inside the gym, you can expect better result after that. However, creatine has an important effect in recovery as well, because as I said, once the ATP production get higher, therefore your muscle can basically rebuild and reproduce those micro tears, and cell can repair, and therefore you can grow much faster in a more efficient way and less recovery time. So these are the benefit of the creatine. Another benefit of the creatine is that once it sits within the muscle cell, it causes muscle cell to hydrate more. So I heard so many times that people say creatine is not good for cutting because make the muscle look watery and kind of expand, and that's the reason, because it helps the muscle to retain more water within it. So but at the same time, expansion of the muscle cell, bigger muscle. So these are all the pros and cons of taking creatine. However, there are so many creatine inside the market that contain cyanide. So how does this cyanide find its way through the creatine? I'm gonna explain to you in this video, and it's really up to you to decide how and where you should get your creatine. So one of the alarm So one of the first time that hydrogen cyanide was detected within the drugs, overall drugs production line that supplied from China, was after Tianjin explosion. In Tianjin explosion, so much chemical released to the air and the atmosphere, and all the companies nearby, they all in production of the supplement and in drugs generally. So it contaminates so many different line of drug production, including certain creatine and other supplement that was produced in that region. However, the source of the cyanide within the creatine, mostly supplied from China, is not that explosion. I explained to you in detail. It's a little bit chemistry, but I try to make it as simple as possible. So in this video, it is a little bit chemistry, but I made it as simple as possible. So when they want to produce creatine, in the process, at the last stage of process, there are some byproduct that these byproduct, if they do not filtered and separated well from the main pure creatine, based on the condition they will expose to, they can release cyanide. How do they release cyanide? I give you one example. Dicyanodiamide Dicyanodiamide is one byproduct of the creatine production. And dicyanodiamide, when the pH goes low, if it exposed to the acidic environment, it will break down, and one of the molecules that will be released is the cyanide. That's why when you dealing with a creatine and supplement product in general, that they didn't go through the right filtration, right separation, and at the end they didn't standardize, there was no standardized protocol to check the quality, you may face receiving a certain amount of byproduct that sometimes they are very toxic, such as cyanide. So what product, what creatine we can buy that has less possibility of these kind of contamination? I went through so many different sources, but I'm gonna give you the main one first that is the purest, and based on so many research that they've been doing on it, they all admit that this is a very high quality product, creatine, and it's produced in Germany. It's called Crepure. So any products, any creatine product that use Crepure, you can have better kind of hope that you can buy it with a peace in mind. It doesn't contain any additive, and it doesn't contain any byproduct that can be toxic. However, there are other also in the market that there are good reviews, but I'm not sure about it because I couldn't see any I couldn't see any chemical review, HPLC, or any other test that can basically giving me the 100% bulletproof opinion. So at this moment, I think that German brand is the purest. However, there are others like Tron's Transparent Lab, Clean Atlas, Clean Athlete. These are also had a good reviews as well. So you can choose, you can do your own research. But this was for today. I hope it was interesting for you and it was helpful for you. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Till next time.